Where did I leave off now? The Lord God gave man this order. You are free to eat from any of the trees of the garden, except the tree of knowledge of good and evil. From that tree you shall not eat. When you eat from it, you shall die. I've got to protect everyone from the fruit.
Ooh, an apple! No! Sorry, Father.
Hi guys, welcome back to week 5 of Edge, and the topic this week is the final creation, and it's all about us. It's all about, how God created humankind with Adam and Eve. And so we were made in God's image and likeness, and we were made by God for God. Think about the fact that animals don't have any idea about their existence, right? They just run on instinct and survival, whereas human beings, we actually have an intellect and a will, and we can rationalize and we understand that we exist. And God created all of the things that are around us for us, and what we're supposed to do is give it back to Him. So God gave us both a body and a soul. We're both material and spiritual. And as soon as you came into existence, God gave you a soul. And your soul is what makes you uniquely you. It's what makes you who you are, right? And our souls are immortal. So when we die, our souls aren't going to die. And at the end of time, when Jesus comes again, our bodies are going to be glorified and they're going to be risen and going to be reunited with our soul, where we can go to heaven and be with our Father.
Genesis chapter 2, verses 18 through 24. The Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a suitable partner for him." So the Lord God formed out of the ground various wild animals and various birds of the air, and he brought them to the man to see what he would call them. Whatever the man called each of them would be its name. The man gave names to all the cattle, all the birds of the air, and all the wild animals. But none proved to be the suitable partner for the man. So the Lord God cast a deep sleep on the man. And while he was asleep, he took out one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. The Lord God then built up into a woman the rib that he had taken from the man. When he brought her to the man said, "This one at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. This one shall be called woman, and for out of her man this one has been taken. That is why a man leaves his father and mother clings to his wife, and the two of them become one body."
Not only did God create us with a body and a soul, but He also differentiated us as far as men and women. And He did this knowing that we would be complementary to each other, right? So when He created Adam and Eve, He did so because He knew we needed love and companionship.
Hi, this is Brett.
Hola, yo soy Gaby.
And Jackie asked us to quickly talk about how we met and then how our differences have kind of united us. So Gabby and I met about 4 years ago in Rome. We were both tourists at the time, and we went to Rome to see Pope Francis during his Wednesday audience. We became friends, kept in touch, and then obviously started dating, and she came to the United States to visit. I went to Argentina to visit, and it just kind of went from there. So with me being from the United States,
And me being from Argentina,
there's obviously a lot of differences. For example, I'm a vegetarian.
and we Argentinians eat a lot of barbecue.
But what unites us the most is our love for each other, obviously, and our love for Christ and His church. And so when we have differences of opinion or different cultural differences, we always try to keep our love for each other and our love for Christ at the forefront of our relationship, because in the end, that's all that matters.
Yes, and having a good communication.
And good communication. Well,
Thank
thanks,
you,
guys.
guys.
See ya.
I'm Brett,
I'm Jessica.
and we are talking to you today about complementary traits and how being different can help you work together.
So, I am introverted, so I'm more quiet and reserved, and I tend to think too much or overthink things, and I'm in my head a lot.
And I'm extroverted. I'm pretty outgoing, a little bit loud, and sometimes don't know when to not say something. I struggle with keeping things to myself.
And so him being extroverted kind of helps me get out of my head, not overthink things. It helps me kind of get out of my shell, so to speak.
And she has helped me kind of calm down and relax and learn when the time and place is to say something or mention something.
I'm also more of a patient person, pretty calm, again, reserved. And
When I first met Jessica, I was a very impatient person, a very angry and intolerant person. I didn't put up with a lot of things. And so talking with Jessica and having her work with me on my anger and frustration has really helped me to calm down and understand what's important and what's not important, and when it's right to be upset and when it's not.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't teach me how to be angry or impatient, but I guess by extension also him being extroverted kind of helped me stick up more for myself, become less tolerant of something that's unfair.
So men and women have the responsibility to be co-creators with God by bringing new life into the world, but they're also called to take care of creation, like we've discussed in past weeks, to take care of what God has given us. You know, back in, the garden, before Adam and Eve were tempted and fell, they lived in harmony with God. They lived in harmony with creation, and we're being called by the Father back to that harmony. Hopefully today you guys learn that 1, God created us in his image and likeness, and we are made by God for God to worship him. 2, he made us with a body and an immortal soul that'll go on after we're dead. And 3, he made us man and woman, and although we're different, we're equal, worthy of the same amount of dignity, and we're created as complementary to each other. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week.